Hey football fans, Christopher here, and we're at it again, shaking off the rust, getting ready for another football season. This time, Hayes Hawks, classic red and blue, taking on the visiting Elgin Wildcats, captains at midfield. Inaugural game of the 24 season, so a couple of 0-0 squads. Elgin in the white unis, a 5A school, just talking about the growth that area has experienced out east on Highway 290. And they'll be ready to take on these Hawks here in just a second. So I think Hayes won the toss and defers. And number 7 set to boot this one. I don't have a roster yet, so as the season unfolds, we'll learn some names. But this one pooched off to the left side out of bounds, so an early flag here. Give Elgin a pretty good start. So the Hayes defense starts the season here. It's a 4-3. Anchored by Ollie at middle linebacker, and a spread formation for the Wildcats, and a draw bounces back to the quarterback. He's gonna have to make something happen, and Christian is gonna drag QB1 down a yard behind the line of scrimmage for a good start. A second and long, spot the 39, shotgun, belly play, keep left side, he's got traffic, spits through the first couple, and then 17 there to wrap him up, help from another. And a gain of about 3 on it. Sets up third and a little longer than Elgin hoped. Jackson Taylor, number 17, that outside backer, accruing a stat on the tackle sheet. He moves up and faces this trips near side. Quarterback claps for it, and it's a give around the strong side, and Christian puts a helmet on him. A good open field form tackle, and it's 4th down now. 4th down, number 6, Peach, the dangerous speedster, back deep to field this would-be punt. Heels on about the 28-yard line. And a good-looking snap for Elgin, a 2-step shot and a spiral on the kick, heading to the right side, and a deep bounce favoring Elgin. They'll go down it around the 20-yard line, and Hayes will have a little work set up for them. About a 40-yard punt to flip the field, showing the most successful play of the day so far. Shotgun, Gibo, your quarterback, and it's a hand to Peach up the middle, and if he can get loose, he is dangerous, and that's why one play to pay dirt, they won't catch him. Number 6 takes it 80 yards, and Hayes on the board. PAT try, Gibo will hold, and set. 7's got the kick and hits the upright. Unlucky, bounced off the post. How do you like that? We'll stay at 6. So shaking off that, finding the post on the last one is Wyatt DeLeon. Squib kicks this one down the center, fielded by the second line. And first man down, number 1, Javi has a tackle. So series number 2 for the Wildcats, and it's the same formation temporarily. They're gonna switch the slots. First formation as they came out with originally. Now 23 loads the wide side, the near side. Number 2, calling signals. And it's going to move to his left side. Shovel pass to the backfield. 3 and a big collision there. And that's Jaden, number 13, riding him out of bounds after 7. 2nd and 4. And fakes the keeping Joseph, number 4, treats him dirty, and TFL on the stat sheet. Joseph playing that far side defensive end, a force in his own right. It's a direct snap to number 3 through the A gap, finds some traffic, and he's going to be shy of the line to gain, and the second 4th down of the day for Elgin coming up next. Spot is the 39. Got to get to the 43 to keep this one going, but Elgin is going to try. Lines up, 4 wide. Back to the left side of the quarterback, another direct snap. He's going to take it around the wide side and found, but not before the first down. That's Isaiah Herrera, number 32, the corner, who has that stop, but Elgin in business. So last couple of plays, the Wildcat offense trying to pick on the interior of that defensive line. Same formation. Hash the right side, give to the right side again, and this time Joseph finds the ankles of number 3, and it's good in the form of a yard. Coach Robert on that Hayes coaching staff, easily the loudest voice in the stadium, getting his defense set for this 2nd and 9. Spot still inside of Elgin territory. They're going to see if they can get out of it. It's a keep by 2 around the right side. Finds traffic, and I think it's 12 who finds him first, and a big stick and a loss of a yard. Number 12, that outside backer on the far side, is Austin Pendergrast, and he's responsible for that last tackle, and he'll sure make his share, I'm sure, as the season unfolds. Trips left, quarterback's gonna keep it, and being chased by 90, got away from him, but couldn't get away from the rest. That's 17, the junior, playing the outside backer on the other side, and both outside backers putting an anchor in the ground. So Cohen, trotting off the field, was back deep to receive a potential punt, but they waited to see what Elgin was going to do, and it's not the punt formation unless it's some kind of a quick kick, but it's 4th and a long way, so a gutsy move here, and a 5-step drop, looking to throw it. He's going to try to scramble it, and this gets past 17, and then a good stick there. So not a bad effort by that Elgin defense, or offense rather, but in the end it's 29 who has the final say in a turnover on downs. Florentino, the sophomore, responsible for ending that drive and giving Hayes the offense back. Play number 2 of the day for the Hawk offense. Gibo just past midfield in the gun. Peach to his side, and he's going to drop back and put this one in the air, and he's hit in the face. I'm not sure he ever saw 58 coming through that right side, but boy, it made him pay, and it's a big loss. So 58, the near side defensive tackle, came right through that A-gap. This time he's treated dirty, and Peach has it, and there's another hole, and 6 back off to the races, and say goodnight to it. All he needed was one more touch. Peach, 2 carries, 2 touchdowns, 12 points on the board. So 17, gonna try this again and see if he can't put this one down the center. It looks better this time, and he splits the sticks. It's a 13-0 ball game. I may have said 17. If I did, I meant 7, which is the junior Wyatt DeLeon, and he's teeing this one up, squaring it to get kicked off again. His first 2 kicks have gone to the left. Not sure if he's trying to pooch it or put it back deep. But kick number 3 is deeper this time. Got all of that one. Number 4 fields it on about the 10. Here he comes near side, and 13 upends him. And it's a return of about 7 or 8 yards. Jaden Parker, who was playing corner, and now Christian back in for him, responsible for that tackle on the kickoff. Handoff 3 through the 4 hole, and Ollie puts a helmet on the ball, and it comes free, and it's still loose, and it's now going to be scooped up. And I don't think they call him down. It's a Hawk football, 1st and goal from the 5. It just had Vaseline on it, and nobody could get it. Credit Ollie with the stick early in the play to jar that ball loose and set this Hawks up on the 6-yard line. So a wide formation for this 1st and goal. 14 split almost all the way out to the boundary on the wide side. Gibo with Peach beside him, takes the snap, fakes to Peach, and hits the tight end and couldn't get him, didn't put enough on it, through 16's fingers, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and goal. This time Peach to the left side and gets it, is blown up by 58, and 58 has been the bright spot on this Elgin team. So number 54, the shaken up Wildcat, hobbles off. Looks like he's okay, and we sure hope he is. Jet sweep to Javi, come around the right side, nothing but daylight, and 1 gets hammered as he crosses the goal line. 2 pops up, playing that quarterback position on offense, but it's not soon enough as Javi gets across and has the 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Wyatt DeLeon looking to go, and he came too quick. It's a fake. No, excuse me. That's Joseph, the defensive end, who probably has the fastest feet on the team, minus maybe Peach, and showing it off there as he's got a 2-point conversion and gets this one back to the traditional 21. Number 4 back deep for the Wildcats in the position of choice for DeLeon's foot, it should seem, as the ball blows off the tee here. Wyatt will reset it and has the permissive whistles blow. And 7. Makes his move. Here comes the stick and a good kick. This one's gonna find the goal line for a touchback. Abraham and Florentino, the safeties, rolling up. Play this one a little closer. It's it's balanced. And a good get off by the defensive end this side. And 93 in there in a hurry. Tremaine Smith, responsible for that tackle in the backfield as we go to the second. So quarter number 2 as we play down here at the lonely end of the field. It's a trips left look. Trips right if you're the offense. A flag, one of the only flags we've seen. Quarterback running for his life. Ball comes loose, recovered by the defense. No, he's gonna say incomplete pass. Somehow he got a throw off, but there's a flag anyway, and we'll see what it is. So I think there must have been 2 fouls on the play, both on the offense, and I believe Hayes took the intentional grounding because it's third down, loss of down, and it's way back, third and about 25. Give is to 3, and Tremaine in the backfield. Joseph finds him, ear holes him at the 3-yard line. So punt formation temporarily, and now a timeout by the offense. They'll talk about how to get this one off, buried against the goal line. That Hayes coaching staff sporting some fluorescent kicks there on their feet, looking their part. Number 2, Cohen ball, back deep, although deep only about the 35-yard line here to receive this punt. He is facing into a wind, so this ball could sail if 15, the punter, gets a hold of it. Fourth down from the 4-yard line. And a high snap, gets a hold of it. Kick is away, end over end, and this one hits the out-of-bounds turf at about the 30-yard line, 35. Trips right for the Hawks. Gibo with his blue sneaks on has Peach to his side and will 3-step drop, throw the out route to Cohen. Cohen puts a little move on. Shifty found, not from the back yet. Another step there, and then a big try to pick up and body slam. Got to rise out of the crowd. It's about a 15-yard pickup for the Hawks. Ball on the 20, moving in, same formation. That's different. First on and the ball comes free, and Peach jumps on it, collects it. 15, the punter on that last punt, coming from the blind side. Gibo never saw him. So a formation change here on 2nd and 15, a tight end to the right, up back, fake, roll out. Gibo pulls the trigger, but 81 can't find it. A little deep in front of him, perhaps. So that was Miller Johnson lined up at the tight end spot, running about that 15-yard deep out. In motion comes Peach, and they will look to throw the flare to him. Gibo dropped the middle. 23 jumps on for a ride. Gibo back to the original line of scrimmage almost, and it's going to be fourth and some work, because of that fumble on the previous play. So 4th and 10 outside of DeLeon's range. Expect Peach to get a carry here. He's been productive every time he has. 3-step drop, and Gibo won't get away from 15 for the second time in a row. So the Hawks offense sputters out. Elgin in a trips right now. A clap for the ball. Handoff to a new running back up the middle. 44 for Hayes. Stiffens and sticks him. So 2nd and 8. Same formation. And this time running back comes to the strength side. Gonna lead block. Quarterback 2. Turned in by 93 and cleaned up on the backside. The ball comes out, and they're going to talk about it and see who they're going to give. They're going to give it to Hayes. It's a turnover. So 93, Tremaine turns him in. It's Kiefer who cleans up and gets the fumble to give this ball back to the Hawks. Gibo back in the gun, right side. Airs one out to Cohen's, got him. 2, splits the first tackle, and there he goes. Number 2, off to the races, he gets in. Touchdown. Hawks have another one. So DeLeon with a tailwind now. Earlier when the punt happened from here, it was a headwind. But as you see the flags up on top blowing, and he's got another one. Take this one to 28. Bit of a rain shower here, dropping from the clouds behind the stadium as DeLeon puts a boot in it, and he got all of that one. And that ball will find the end zone as well. He's got his second touchback of the night. Certainly has been a mild August, at least the last part of it, for those of us in Central Texas. Handoff is to 3, and he's collided with about the line of scrimmage. Hector Valdez has come in, the junior at middle linebacker, and he has made himself known. And 3 showing a little speed, but couldn't get away from the trailing number 90. Number 90, that right defensive end, another junior, Angelo Acosta, and he has also contributed, as have the majority of the juniors. You're seeing the age really show its stuff. A throw out to the flat, 84. Christian, a big stick underneath. And a form tackle gives up only about 2 yards. So Jaden Parker in here at this left corner spot, number 13, for the injured Christian after putting that shoulder into the receiver. Got a stinger and hobbled off the field, that left shoulder, kind of holding that arm limp. So hopefully he'll return tonight. A balanced set for Elgin, 42 showing the hitch. Mateo on the edge, and 46 has him. And Teo on the stat sheet. So here's one for you. A dead ball personal foul on the Hawks, but because it was a dead ball, still gave them the ball, but just 15 yards back. And Peach met in the backfield by 58, and as I mentioned earlier, 5'8" has been the MVP on that white jersey side of the ball. Peach probably has about 130 net yards on the game tonight, and so that may have dented the total there. Here comes 15, untouched, screen pass, too high, and Peach couldn't get his hands on it. So 3rd and 15 now. Low snap, Gibo off the ground. Stepsy's got a man, a pretty pass, wide open, is 16. I believe that's Levi Larson taking it to the house. Gibo with another touchdown pass. De Leon set to kick this one and has to put the brakes on it. Wasn't held in time, and the double clutch results in a no good extra point. 34 the score. De Leon set to kick again. He's had an active night tonight, and another good shot there. This one will hit the deck at about the 6 and find the end zone for another touchback. That's his 3rd in a row, I think. So number 9 right there, the corner, Christian Francois, back in the game from that shoulder stinger. A balance set for Elgin. And a new quarterback who's going to direct keep. And Ollie in there to get some hands on him and then recover a bit, and Kiefer in there as well. Elgin still looking for something that'll just work. It's an off-tackle play to number 3, but he is hammered by a couple. And it's the linebacking core again, led by number 10, the long-haired Wrangler. 10-minute quarters, and we're under 45 seconds to play in the first half. A balance set to the near side hash, a clap, and a quarterback keep up the middle, tagged by Ollie, rode down by Kiefer, and that tandem has been pretty efficient tonight. The horn sounds, we'll take a break, 34-0. It's all Hawks in this one, stay with us. So while we're having the break here at halftime, I'll take a second and tell you about 2 products that have really helped me lately. The first one, LifeWave's X39 patch is a non-transdermal phototherapy patch you wear, reactivating your stem cells and significantly improving a number of things with your physical body: sleep, energy, skin, inflammation, pain, the list goes on and on. And you can check out some of the testimonies from the link in the description of what LifeWave can do. Reach out if you are interested or know someone who could use the stem cell reactivation patch. And the other product, the Live It Up Greens, a powder form supplement that I've been taking for over a year now and have not had a single cold all winter long into the year this year. First time I can recount in my life not having any kind of a cold, and have added that to my daily routine. Saw an interview by Troy Aikman and was highly inspired. He does the AG1 greens, many of you might as well. I did a little research, found the Live It Up greens were one writer's particular preference of taste as well as clean ingredients, and I have not been disappointed. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well, and you can check those things out. So back for more, and the ball placed sideways on the ground. Looks like maybe a swib kick, and then a reach up and pick up. And not sure any infraction there or not. Whistles do blow, but perhaps we just weren't ready. Now this time, a little depth, but no tee. And so this ball is going to come off squibbing. And that's got to be offsides. And then he punts it. And Cohen will scoop it and try to do something with it, but won't get a chance to. A flag does drop, so I'm not sure what the thought was on that. So after one of the stranger plays I've seen, they do mark a few yards off for the Hawks, and they'll spot it at the 38-yard line of their own. Gibo remains at the helm. Peach next to him in the balanced offensive set. First offensive play of the second half, three-step drop, throw to Lewis, number 20, and he splits the defense there, and they make their tackle out around the 43-yard line, and number 20 now on the stat sheet with a reception. So up back to the left side, low snap, Gibo hands it to, no, he's gonna keep it, left edge, makes a move, and there goes Zero down the sideline. Another move inside, and he drops the ball, and they stripped him, and Elgin's got it. So how about that? A 20-yard scamper by Zero, but couldn't hang on to it, and it falls the Wildcats' way. A comfortable weather night here in the low 80s, something you come to expect later in September for these parts, but getting it here on game number 1. Elgin gonna see if they can generate a little offense, and it'll start with number 3 if they do, and he's hit by 44, the junior. Middle linebacker Hector Valdez has at least 3 tackles tonight, maybe more than that, and is probably competing for the majority on this Hawk defense tonight. Trips left for the Wildcats on a 2nd and long. 2 will move to his right side, and who else? Hector Valdez, but he's met hard by number 13, who loses his hat. The corner came flying up like a missile. Jaden Parker credited for that tackle on that last play, pinning his ears back. They must have grown a bit, knocked him out of his helmet, so he checks out of the ball game. Both corners tonight, well, and 32 as well coming in, have all played a good brand of football. Here's a pass, 84, and a big stick there, and draws a roar from the crowd. And that's the safety, the junior, number 29. Excuse me, I misspoke. Abraham, the opposite safety, is the junior. Florentino is a sophomore, and Cohen ball back deep to try to field this punt. And 15 gets it away. It's a high kick, and it won't get near back to him. A fair catch called, and he has it. Cleanly caught and draws a bit of applause as this one won't bounce any. It's a Hawk football at the 44-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Wide side is the far side. Backfield the same for the Hawks all night. And a counter play, fake, and over the middle, Cohen couldn't get it. Hit his fingertips. Gibo was lit up as he threw it by who else but 15, who's been in that backfield all night, either 58 or 15, and it's just out of reach for number 2. 2nd and 10. Levi, the up back to the left side. Gibo switches Peach to his right. Twins on the right side. Lots of options. This time it's a give to Peach. A sidestep. Number 6, back to the middle. Puts the brakes on, turned outside, trying to split the defense, and finally found. And add that to the giant total on the night for number 6. 7 saves the touchdown. So this Hawk offense showing some firepower at a key number of positions, and the ball on the ground again. Gibo trying to make something of it, dishes out to 6. Peach down the sideline. 2 trying to get him, can't quite reach him. It's late. 6 across for his 3rd score of the night. So 3 touchdown passes tonight for Gibo, 3 on the ground, a total of 6. And De Leon trying to put another one through the sticks, and he does. 41, late on the Wildcats tonight. The Elgin area has really exploded in growth, as has all of the east of Austin and other parts. And they are a 5A high school. Many of us know them for their sausage, but trying to grow their town and their brand of football. See if they can't do a little bit of that here in the form of return. Number 3 catches it clean, up the middle, lowers ahead, and brings a full steam ahead himself out to the 21-yard line. 46, Teo Avaye back in at the outside backer spot, as is Isaiah Herrera at that left corner. And 2 going to try to keep it. They've been trying to do this all night, but here come the defense, and a stick laid on the quarterback, number 2. And I don't know if that was number 29, the safety, coming downhill to make that stop. Abraham Ortiz in for Florentino at safety after that last spot, kind of rung his bell, and he'll roll up on the Trips left formation. Here comes 2, same play again, and they couldn't keep the Hawks out of the backfield. That's number 90 in there in a hurry again. Angela Acosta, the bull in the china shop, again on that last play. Balance set this time, and a clap, and it's a direct snap, except it's going to go to the right side even though we started on the left, and a host of Hawks, led by Ollie, push backwards. Another 4th down sends number 2 back deep again. Fair caught the last punt. 15 stands at about his 17, maybe 18, and is going to drop this one up in the air. This one's got some spiral to it. It'll bounce once, and Cohen will scoop it and try to make something happen, but he can't get past the first 2 down. Trips left to start. 3:07 in the 3rd quarter. And a good snap this time. Give to fake to Javi. Gibo keeps it and is good for more than half of the yardage needed. So Javi in the backfield this time. Not sure if we've seen this all game. Him in there for Peach. And this time he will get faked to. Dish out. Pass is good. And there goes the receiver, and they won't catch him. Is that Levi Larson again for his 2nd score of the ball game? Showing some speed with that long stride as well. De Leon takes aim. A breezy night to be kicking a football, but hadn't messed with him too much as he's got another one through the sticks. A 48-point effort for the Hawks. Under a minute until we've got 1 quarter left. De Leon stands that ball just past 0 degrees and sticks this one with his right foot down the center. 3, who runs hard and did last return, couldn't find a lane. Javi, number 1, who comes in on the special teams, has a tackle. Start of Q4, and number 2 and number 3, who have found themselves in the backfield most of the night, will start this one as well. 84 on the receiving end of a hitch, and tackled by Austin and company. Number 14 on that one as well. 14 is Isaac Montevallo, and he's playing that safety spot. In fact, it's a too high safety for the Hawks defense, and he came downhill to play on that one. 3 turns on the speed, runs a little high and finds the defense, but he's close to a 1st down, which have come at a premium for the Wildcats tonight, so you'll sure take that. And it's the middle linebacker, Hector Valdez, knocking him out of bounds. The run from number 3's effort is good enough to move the sticks and keep this drive alive on about the 42, and another throw to 84 has to hit the deck, and it is a catch, good for a 1.5 yards. 2nd down, 9 to go, handoff, 3, left side, up the middle, got some room, and ridden down by Austin Pendergrast. 1st down, 2 in a row for the Wildcats. Into Hawk territory goes Elgin. Balance set. 2, drops the snap, picks it up. Kiefer chasing him. And slung down by 25. Not sure of that number, probably the corner on that side. Correction, number 25 is Avon Alonso, and he's playing outside linebacker, and he's getting himself involved. Trips right is the way the Wildcats come out of the huddle. Handoff to 3, gonna follow that string side, and he's found by 92 and slammed to the turf. 92 is Dean Calitz, and he's on the defensive line, a junior, and he's getting involved as well, so the Hawks showing a multiple amount of flavors. As 3 off tackle, slips a tackle, and then brought to the turf by a new number, 75. 75 is Gilbert Velasquez, the junior, playing about that 3 technique on the near side here. And he's tackling. 3. It looked like he might have bobbled the ball for a second. The handoff's going to bounce this one outside. 13 puts a hand on him, slows him up enough for the safety to come downhill, and Austin, the linebacker, cleans up. So as the Wildcats creep inside the 30 for the first time this ball game, about 6 Hawk defenders check into the ball game, giving you the thought that maybe this shutout is important. 2 gonna have to try to reverse field. Gets past 78, turned inside, but couldn't get past the contain man. Number 90, the right side defensive end. A lot of running from number 2 on that play, but Angelo Acosta, the end, staying home, foiling the plans of the Wildcat offense. 2nd and 10, spot the same, and a left-handed throw, short, incomplete, and that'll stop the clock here in the 4th quarter with 2:53, but they're going to let the clock run. In fact, we may have had a running clock this whole quarter. I haven't checked, but we're down under 3 minutes. 3rd down, under 2 to go in the ball game. And 2 is going to move to his right side. Traffic in the backfield. He evades them all so far and then found at about a yard's net. And Joseph, the left end, having his way with that one. So Elgin electing to delay a game and to run the clock out. No, they will break the huddle now with 30 seconds and perhaps throw one deep to the end zone, maybe, trying to get on the board here. This will be the last. 4 wide. And 2. Rockets back to him, and the pass is nearly, boy, Austin was in position, thought that one might have had a chance to be picked, but it'll fall incomplete to the turf. It would be a turnover on downs, but that's how this one will end. The Hawks start strong, both on offense and defense. 48 points put up, and a shutout on the other side. We'll see you guys next week in Pflugerville, Texas, where the Hawks will try to keep the short win streak alive. Thanks for joining us.